economy out of the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, releasing its annual report card, basically. It's called Article 4 on the U.S. economy. They see U.S. growth at 7% this year, the fastest growth, they say, in a generation. It's actually the fastest growth since the early 1980s. They're also upgrading their forecast for growth in 2022. IMF saying now they expect that growth to be 5%. They see inflation trends obscured by significant transitory movements. So in Jay Powell's camp there when it comes to prices. IMF supports changes proposed in the tax and spending plans by the Biden administration. So they are on board with the infrastructure plan and the families plan. They also issue some calls on the Fed. The IMF said Fed policy rates would likely need to start rising in late 2022 or early 2023, if the forecasts are correct, and they see tapering beginning in the first half of 2022. As far as the risks for the economic outlook, IMF says the main risk currently is the pandemic, which is notable because a lot of investors are now saying that could be inflation or fiscal and monetary policy. We're going to talk about all of this later this hour. We've got a first on CNBC interview with the head of the IMF, Managing Director Kristalina Georgieva. She's going to give a news conference on this report right now. She spoke earlier with Secretary Yellen, the Treasury Secretary, about some of these recommendations, and then she's going to be joining CNBC to talk to us about some of it. Steph, notable on the Fed in particular, considering what you just said about the second half outlook, tapering early 2022, rates rise late 2022 or early 23. What are the market implications here?
Well, I mean, it's pretty much in line with the expectations. By the way, that's a great get. That's a great interview that you have. I can't wait to watch it. It's very much in line. Even the GDP numbers of 7% this year, 5% next year. That's exactly what consensus is. And you know where I differ. I differ on the inflation side. I don't know how you increase wages substantially and then take that back. I think they are stickier than people are saying. And I also think that's transitory on the commodity side, certain commodities. It's going to take a lot longer. Let's listen to what some of these companies have to say about the supply chain, including Micron last night, right? So we're starting to get data points that is going to take a lot longer. So, you know, you can say it's transitory, but if it lasts a year and a half, that's a big deal, right? So we got to watch that very much so. But we got to watch your interview. That's going to be amazing.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.